Oh shit, it's Kipster.
What's going on, everybody? I haven't done one of these in a while. Recently got back into ESO. I've been playing predominantly DK. I dropped a video recently showing you the damage output and decided to put a video together. So let's do that. Slaughtables, Bewitched. I mostly run Smoked Bear Haunch. I run 3 sets of potions. Tristat, Immovable, Health, and Stam. And my personal favorite, Magic, Stam, Minor Heroism. Amazing. This with the race I've chosen is Nord. I'm running Bloodspawn, which gives me another great amount of ultimate regen. You'll be throwing leaps around like it's nothing. First set on the front bar, Oak Fathers. It's such a strong set. Durnhoned. I don't know why, but I always use an Oblivion damage glyph. Sharpened with the Flame. I did try running both Sharpen, but I feel like the extra damage was better for like my healing ticks. Back bar Resto Staff of Wretched Vitality. Weapon and damage enchantment, defending. Best sustain set in the game. I'll show you why I run a Resto Staff in a little bit. Bloodspawn, like I said, can't get this off of DK. Trainee, give that juicy health. I'm running 1, 2, 3, 4 heavy, 2 medium, 1 light. Infuse weapon damage, stam recovery on all 3 of them. You could run a great sword on the back bar. You could run an ice staff. You could run sword and board if you wanted to. But I prefer to run a life staff. Base stats look pretty good. Good recoveries. Warrior Mundus. Again, like I said, I am a Nord. Skills, like every other DK that's running around. Molten Whip. Do more damage when they're off balance or stunned. Get more weapon damage. Breath. Major Breach. This is a really good, if you're doing a 1v1 or, this is just a good dot. Flames of Oblivion. This is where I probably differ from a lot of the DKs. This Flying Dagger. Stun. DK signature gives me an additional, up to additional 300 weapon and spell damage, and could give me up to X amount of damage reduction. Also sets enemies off balance. Leap. Corrosive Armor. Hardened Armor. Resolving Vigor. Healing Soul, another scribed ability. Heal. Restore magic and stamina. Major Vitality. Igneous Weapons. Race Against Time. If you wanted to swap with Cinderstorm, get a good, movement debuff with some healing. That's good too. Or Quick Cloak on your front bar. I see a lot of people running Contingency. I was running it as more of a defensive. My back bar, damage shield, damage reduction, damage reduction. Resto. Get Major Mending after a heavy attack. You also heal yourself for an ally while doing heavy attack. Basically, this is where I use a life staff. Increase your healing by 15% on allies under 30% health. So it increases this by a lot. Also, if you're ever having trouble with magicka, I don't run a big magicka pool. Heavy attacks give a lot. It's not all the way leveled up, but this also restores more magicka whenever you block. If you do choose to go the contingency route, putting points into your mage's guild actually buff it. That helps out. Continuous attack gives you an additional 10% health, magicka, stamina recovery, extra weapon and spell damage. So whatever numbers you see for damage, they will get increased by your continuous. Basic rotation, buffing up. Major, minor brutality, get a little bit of this. Get your 3 stacks. 7,100 weapon damage. Now that will go up with continuous and from your Oakfather set, depending on how many they have. I've reached about 8.8k weapon damage. I've reached around 25, 26, 27k penetration. The rotation, just run up on somebody. Oblivion. Heavy attack into claws. That. And literally just play around with that until their health gets low. When the health does get low, make sure you have the 3 stacks. Dazzling. Boom. Leap. Into a 23k whip. You can do a lot of damage with this build. I chose off balance with the DK signature and the stun for my champion points. You get more damage with Exploiter. Increases damage done against off balance enemies by 2%. So you throw that dagger, boom. You'll automatically get 10% damage done. Whether they're set off balance or they're stunned, you also get more damage from off balance with your whip. Let's go over the rest of my champion points. Ironclad, damage reduction, crit resistance, flat weapon spell damage, extra health. This is a no-brainer, Pain's Refuge. Survival Instincts, 25% cost reduction to all your dodge rolls, block, sprint, and then movement speed. DKs aren't that fast. I mean, that's pretty much it. If you wanted to swap things around, you could put contingency here. Instead of the damage shield, you could use flame damage with DK signature. I've seen people use the grip, morph that pulls you to the enemy as like a charge. Petrify is a good stun, gives you a little bit of healing. If you don't have these scribe skills, hold the scribe skill here. Just use Dragon Blood, and for Dazing Knife, just use Petrify. If you want to go with a two-handed route, I would suggest maybe Reverse Slash, Momentum. If you were running Sword and Board on the back bar instead of a healing staff, I mean, you just have to get the passives. You could run Power Bash or Shield Charge. That is it. Thank you guys for watching and welcoming back to the community.